of it.
And over a long period of time too.
Yeah, and it needs to be sustained and like yeah.
I mean,
Like here's a diagram of here's a diagram of a fuel cell kind of. So you have your oxygen, you have your hydrogen, byproduct is water, and this is the electricity going through there. As this splits, those ions go through there, and that's what's producing it. And then the byproduct is the water. Does that kind of make sense?
yeah.
It's,
You know what's funny?
it's this burning that oxygen and that those electrons.
You want to know what's funny?
Yeah.
You know how like last time I was talking about a nuclear rocket?
Oh gosh, no.
How
Yeah,
efficient would it be to use something similar to nuclear energy? to do
Nuclear
this?
power plants are not very energy effective at all. They're not efficient.
Well, they're more efficient than anything we have, but they're
Fuel
not.
cells are the most effective that we have right now.
Okay. So basically,
But there's also the argument of producing the fuel for the fuel cells, which is the hydrogen and oxygen. That takes up a lot of energy.
oh, something.
So
funny.
that's what you're saying.
Okay, so 100% efficiency for this would be
Impossible.
not impossible. You just have to have antimatter. Yes. Okay. Okay. So basically, for this to be 100% efficient, for that reaction right there, you also have to input negative, the opposite of that. So anti-hydrogen and anti-oxygen, combining that with instead of the spark plug to create energy to move piston, which would be crazy because you need antimatter.
We don't even know a lot of the properties of antimatter.
Another thing for this, for it to be efficient, is to create a miniature black hole. So
I take that back. Black holes are the only thing that are 100% energy efficient that we know of.
I thought it was like 35%.
I thought
Antimatter was 100%. Black holes are 35%, and anything we have now compared to the possibilities we could have is like 0.000000001% for nuclear energy, and 0.00000 after that. More zeros for what we have now. For the complete possible energy producing from using an atom. Hey, what if we take off? What if we use the electrons from the atoms? Like we take away the electrons from the hydrogen and oxygen. What would that do to it? It'd become radical, yeah. But what would that do?
Oh, I was wrong. What was it that was 100% effective?
Antimatter.
There was
The collision of antimatter and normal matter. 100%, because both things get annihilated and it becomes pure energy.
I was wrong. Yeah, I had it flipped. You're right. So yeah, black holes are 42% efficient.
Oh.
And
That number. 42%?
yeah, I just looked it up.
No. 42. The meaning of life. Guitar Galaxy Galaxy. 42%.
42%.
Seriously, you're not joking.
I'm not joking.
Okay, so
Because I forgot about the whole thing, how they expel. Yeah.
yeah,
I had a brain fart.
It needs to, if the black hole's spinning and you throw like atom in there. Yeah, if it's spinning, its event horizon is smaller, which is weird, I know. But that will make it so that the time that over the course of its going around, it'll produce more energy.
Oh, and I was going to look up the efficiency of fuel cells.
So basically, we're gonna have to make a miniature black hole inside of this thing for it to ever work, for it to work efficiently enough for us to create loads of energy. Okay, so
Oh, okay. The energy efficiency of a fuel cell is generally between 40 and 60%. So that was,
compared to a black hole, that's none. That's efficiency.
this is talking about this, your thing right here. If the waste heat is, no, never mind. But this does relate back to the, like capturing the excess heat that we don't use. If it is captured, and it's called cogeneration, efficiencies can be up to 85%, which would be great.
Okay, so what we need to experiment with is how much energy it will produce, and if it is efficient enough to use for an engine.
Yeah, that's the question.
So wait, look at how efficient modern day engines are.
They're not very efficient at all.
Gasoline engines, because
They're like maybe 30, 20, 30.
compared to this, which is like 60.
I think they're like 30. So they're like half the fuel cell.
Oh yeah, that's a closed loop. No, it's not.
It's not a closed loop.
No, I was talking about that. Yeah, it's not a closed loop because the piston is moving, which is the energy doing its thing.
Yeah, it's energy.
Yeah, I
Well,
forget what I
going
said.
into it. I'm gonna say that. Let's see what that was. It is around 20%. Internal combustion engine,
You said this was like 60, right?
40 to 60%. It's a range.
So even if it's absolutely horrible, 40% compared to normal engines, which is 30%. That's
20.
better.
I just looked. It's 20.
That's an entire 20% difference.
Yeah.
So how come nobody's using? Oh yeah, because big oil will kill anybody who tries to do anything different.
No, it's because this technology is very recent, and
If it's
getting
very recent,
getting
how
the
can me, a 14-year-old who has no prior knowledge of any of this, create something like that?
well, the thing is, the canisters for hydrogen and oxygen, those are very costly, and they take some energy to make, and that some people are arguing like that kind of detracts from the efficiency of the fuel cell.
You're not gonna need a lot of
You're-
hydrogen to do this. Like you're gonna have it.
You do though.
No, I'm saying that instead of do what I do, balloons, not balloons, but basically have it so where from here it can stop. Like just these are the things that they close, turn, like that, and it builds up like that. There's like a ton of space there, so it builds up those things, and then it's released all at once.
Okay, let me put this into a better perspective.
That's all.
Because what I said probably didn't make sense. You know the tanks that they use in scuba gear,
Yeah,
right? How long do those last usually?
I don't know, but I know they can hold
At max, maybe a couple of hours, maybe up to 10, depending on how big they are.
pressure.
Yes,
So
the pressure, that's the big thing. The more pressure you have on there, the more hydrogen you can fit in there.
okay,
And if you
so-
have a balloon, there's not
Not
a
enough
whole-
pressure, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
so
it's not the pressure, it's how much you have
It's not like-
in the amount of space
yeah,
that you
so how much it can hold.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have. So basically, the thing for that is gonna need to be something generic, but really efficient at holding gases.
Yeah, so your thing would have to be like a tank of some sort.
Yeah.
The pressurized tank that we have.
Okay, so we just have to come up with a material that's strong enough to hold pressure.
We do. It's metal.
Well,
Or are you talking about something even stronger?
something stronger but less costly.
Go into material science. You will.
May I remind you that I am a freshman in high school.
I meant like
who doesn't have.
I meant in the future. Like I don't mean like drop high school, go straight to college.
I could honestly, if I wanted to, I could.
I mean, go for it if you want to.
Just
like
go
transfer to like ECG
My
or
only problem is I don't want to.
or the that STEM college at I think A&T.
My only problem is I don't want to deal with homework. I just won't learn. Like
Well,
homework
helps.
doesn't help me.
it depends on the type of homework. Right?
I need non-distracting people, and I need no homework. And if I have those, then I am good. I can learn anything you teach me in the matter of a week. I can learn the entirety of physics in a week if you give me things.
Yep. It's called, I think, electrolysis.
Electrolysis. Yeah, I think I've heard that before. So yeah.
It's cool. It's a cool idea.
Well,
It just needs the technology to be developed a little better for it to work.
mm-hmm.
That's pretty great. I like it. It's like I don't think of these things, or like to the extent that you have. But I understand how most things work.
You should see.
You make the connections, which
Yeah.
is like I don't know. That's great.
Okay, what else? We can make. There is some way to make this more efficient. I know there must be a way.
There are many ways.
We need just to make this more efficient. Therefore, we can use it as a commercial engine instead of special doohickey that costs thousands to make. We need this to cost like $100.
They have fuel cells that are. They're constantly improving fuel cells because those are very effective. Like this process anyway. The problem is with the canisters. So improve the canisters, and that'll improve the fuel cells, and this could be more realized then.
Okay.
And improve like the electrolysis process. If there's another way to split, another cheap way to split water.
That doesn't use nuclear energy because that would be crazy.
Oh, let me look up the. It's not very effective at all.
Because using a nuke, well not a nuke, but using that would cause sun's radiation. That'd be absolutely horrible. Like if you were to like use nuclear energy to split the atoms, which you can do, but I strongly suggest against it because first of all, that water is going to be irradiated. Second of all, that means that the water that is used in that is going to be radiated. You can't leave that anywhere. Like it'd be like how whenever you're driving a car and the exhaust pipe. Imagine radioactive water coming out of that instead.
Yeah,
That'd be horrible.
That was there's a problem with there's two types of nuclear power plants, right? There's like the it's like it has two loops and then or one loop where the radioactive water is in constant circulation, or it's the entire thing. That's all.
I mean, if you were to have radioactive water, you could never dispose of that unless you go to like let's say every 1,000 miles you have to get your water replaced. Then you go to a nuclear power plant, dispose of it there. Huh. I mean, there should be another way, right? Chemical reaction.
The chemical reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There could be a possible chemical reaction. How more effective is chemical than?
It would have to be effective and efficient.
It has to be effective, efficient, and costly.
And be cost effective,
Non-costly.
non-costly.
Cheap. That's the word. Cheap.
That's a word. Yeah.
Has to be
I'm
cheap.
trying to look up the efficiency for nuclear power plant.